Hey everybody, day 47, Math with Grandma. A little more in our book about the millennium. The question is, so why did calendars start and why do people need them? To understand calendars, we have to go back before the Romans. People have always needed to know what would happen next in their world. Perhaps Stone Age people saw mammoths migrating when the moon was full and made a notch in a bone to note the event. Then they made a notch for each full moon after that until the mammoths migrated again. In time, they realized they could count full moons to predict when the mammoths would migrate. Other calendars might have counted the moons from one winter to the next. Then simple calendars help people plan their lives. All the counting, and they didn't even have any M&Ms to help. Later, when people started to farm, farmers and merchants carried their crops and goods to market. It did them no good if they arrived the day after market. People needed to measure time with accurate calendars to track the days and months and years, and eventually millennium. That shows the moon phases. The moon doesn't change position. It doesn't rotate. So one side is always facing us and one side is always facing the sun. But where it is in approximation to us changes how we see the moon. Ancient people looked to the world around them for help setting up their calendars. For most, the moon provided answers. Its phases, the changing amount of light from the sun we can see on it, it repeats themselves every 29 or 30 days. These changes could easily be seen on clear nights and gave people the idea of a month. In other places, people ran their calendar by the stars and the sun. They connected the stars to make 12 pictures or constellations in the sky, which they named after animals and heroic figures. We know that the earth orbits the sun, but to many earthly people, it looked like the sun moved through these 12 constellations or circled about the earth. They didn't know it was quite as much about science. A little bit about our calendars. Our book today, The Penny Pot by Stuart J. Murphy, illustrated by Lynn Kravitz. The Penny Pot. The Penny Pot. It was a hot Saturday in June, and the school fair was very crowded. The busiest place of all was the face painting booth. Fran, the art teacher, was in charge. More than anything else, Jessie wanted to get her face painted. It cost 50 cents. How can you make 50 cents? Do you know what coins you want to use to make 50 cents? I bet you can think about that. I can think about 4 quick ways of how to do it. Jessie emptied her pocket and counted her money. She had 3 dimes, 1 nickel, and 4 pennies. Oh, I only have 39 cents. Now I wish she hadn't bought that ice cream cone. But she gets another penny and another dime. She had enough. Don't worry, said Fran. People will put their extra pennies in the pot, and you can have them. Wait and see. So Jessie sat down to wait. Soon Miguel came along. I'd like to get my face painted, he said to Fran. Sure. Do you have 50 cents? Let's see, said Miguel. He had a quarter, a nickel, 2 dimes, and 3 pennies. 25 plus 5 is 30. Plus 10 is 40, plus 10 is 50, 51, 52, 53. More than enough, said Fran. Would you like to put your extra pennies in the pot for someone else to use? Sure, said Miguel. Now, said Fran, what would you like to be? I like clowns, said Miguel. Can you make me into one? In 5 minutes, Miguel looked like a clown. Jessie's friend Rachel came to be next with her little sister Sam. I want my face painted, cried Sam. Okay, said Rachel. Look in your purse. There was a quarter, a dime, 2 nickels, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pennies. 25 plus 10 is 35, plus 5 is 40, plus another 5 is 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. You have enough, said Fran told her, and you even have 2 pennies left for the penny pot. What would you like to be, Fran asked him. A star, said Sam, because my mom says I'm her little star. Fran painted a big purple star on Sam's face. She had a twinkly sticker at one point, right on Sam's forehead. Now I really am a star, said Sam. The next person in line was Jonathan. I know how much money I have, he said. I have 54 cents. And sure enough, that's what he had. He had 3 dimes, 10, 20, 30, 3 nickels, 35, 40, 45, and 9 pennies. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Jonathan put the 4 extra pennies in the penny pot. And what would you like to be? Fran asked him. I don't really know. Do you have an idea? I think you'd look good as a bear, she said. And he did, too. After a few minutes, Annie came along. I'd like to get my face painted, and she put her money on the table and counted it out. There were 2 dimes, 10, 20, 4 nickels, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 13 pennies, which gave her 53 cents. Ew, I even have to put some extra pennies in the penny pot. I know just what I want to be, Annie said. Fran could even ask. I want to be a scary monster. I'll do my best, said Fran. And when she was done, Anne did look like a scary monster. Just when Jessie was getting very tired of waiting, Fran smiled. Why don't you see what's in the penny pot now? Maybe there will be enough along with your 39 cents. Jessie took all her money out of her pocket and she turned over the penny pot and dumped the money onto the table. She counted it once and then she counted again. 39 cents plus 40 plus 45 plus 50, 51. There's 1 left over, and you can leave a penny in the pot for the next person who needs it, said Fran. Now, what would you like to be? Jessie couldn't make up her mind. A star, a bear, a clown. They were all nice, but she wanted to be something different. All at once, Fran's cat knocked over the jar of blue paint. Scat, Chester, said Fran, catching the jar just in time. And then, just like that, Jessie knew what she wanted to be. Soon all the kids from school were gathered to look at Jessie's painted face. It's the best one, I think, isn't it, Chester? And Chester just swished his tail. The penny pot. You guys can all go get your piggy banks and do some money counting today, too.